the media to put it under control. When they're although it does sound like it's down here waiting up north, going around water. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I think the more that although they're saying not to hold with the hero. Oh, good. The hero tomorrow. Yeah, we can survive. Exactly. I'm not going to say that down there. My mom will get it.
bear with us for a few minutes. We're just waiting. We sent one of the other legislators to get another legislator, so we're waiting for them to arrive, and then we'll begin. So. I'd like to call the December meeting of the Board of Legislature to order. If we will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we'll have a brief moment of reflection. Thank you very much. You seated? Okay. Begin with roll call of members, please.
Legislator Ferris? Here. Monticelli? Here. Adsett? Here. Goldo? Here. Doctor? Here. Peck? John? Bill? Johnson? Sorry about that. Reed? Jarrow? Maxon? Nebewanik? Gray?
Here. Privilege of the floor. Would anybody like to address the Board of Legislature? Please step forward, state your name and address. Seeing no takers, we'll move on. That time of the year, we'd like to recognize some of our employees for their distinguished service to the county. And while we recognize people that have landmark years of 25, 30, and 35 years of service with the county, we just wanted to let you know that every employee, whether you're here a day or whether you're here 35 years, is greatly appreciated. But the services that we provide to this community depend upon people like yourself. And we're in the human resources business by and large. So it takes people to serve people. And the job that you folks do day in and day out is greatly appreciated by this community and by this Board of Directors, the Board of Legislatures. So having said that, we'll get into the formal recognition. So, Mr. Johnson, join me.
Turn around, Jules.
You all are welcome to stay, but you're also welcome to head back to your shop if you'd like.
Don't get used to being over here.
Is that you? That's right. Yeah. I'll tell you, you're going to get the committees you wish you would never have. Trust me, trust me. Before we commence with the rest of the business on the agenda, I'd just like to introduce a couple other people that are here with us this afternoon. And one is our incoming legislator in District 1, Mr. Robert Cantwell. Stand up, Robert. And also with us this afternoon is the president of the Thompson Park Conservancy, Mark Irwin. Okay, reading in the minutes of the last session, anybody so desire? If they are, if you do, Mr. Ferris is going to read them. Okay. Is there any additions, deletions, or corrections? Hearing none, then they'll stand as presented. Presentations of petitions, notices, and communications.
We do have a couple. First, our State Senator Patty Ritchie has acknowledged receipt of our resolution number 91 by the board relative to the wind turbine projects and pledged continued support of Fort Drum relative to that important issue. We have received a very nice letter of appreciation from the FDRLO for the county support in 2018. We also have receipt of a letter from the U.S. Board of Geographic Names informing us of official recognition of names for 3 waterfalls in Jefferson County. Butternut Falls, which of course is in the town of Watertown. Childs Falls is in the town of Philadelphia. And Pleasant Creek Falls, which is in the village of Evans Mills. There's a gentleman, local gentleman, who's making it his passion to find some of these locations throughout Jefferson County and go through the process of getting many of these very scenic spots actually officially named. So it's been quite successful. Finally, we need to officially acknowledge receipt of the 2017 Cornell Cooperative Extension Annual Report, which was handed out at Finance. That is all.
Okay. Reports of standing committees.
We have a report of the Finance and Rules Committee reporting favorably on resolutions number 253, 254, 260, and 263.
Reports of county officers and others.
We have a report of the county treasurer on investments in cash in hand from the last month. We also have a report from the county administrator on budget transfers.
Okay, local laws, resolutions, and motions. Resolution number 229.
Levying 2018 taxes and assessments for annual town budgets.
Discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Legislator Nabawanek?
Yes.
Maxon?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Doldo? Reed? Adsit? Monticelli?
Yes.
Ferris?
Yes.
Jarrow?
Yes.
Peck?
Yes.
Doctour?
Yes.
Gray?
Yes.
Motion carries.
230.
Levying the 2018 Consolidated Health District taxes.
Discussion? None? Roll call vote, please.
Legislator Doldo? Peck?
Yes.
Maxon?
Yes.
Monticelli?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Reed? Jarrow?
Yes.
Adsit? Doctour?
Yes.
Nabawanek?
Yes.
Ferris?
Yes.
Gray?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution 231, please.
Levying return delinquent 2017 school taxes.
Discussion? None? Roll call vote, please.
Legislator Johnson?
Yes.
Doldo? Jarrow?
Yes.
Peck?
Yes.
Doctour?
Yes.
Maxon?
Yes.
Ferris?
Yes.
Nabawanek?
Yes.
Reed?
Yes.
Monticelli?
Yes.
Adsit? Gray?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution 232.
Levying return delinquent 2017 village taxes.
Discussion? None? Roll call vote, please.
Legislator Reed?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Ferris?
Yes.
Doctour?
Yes.
Nabawanek?
Yes.
Doldo?
Yes.
Jarrow?
Yes.
Monticelli? Peck?
Yes.
Adsit? Maxon?
Yes.
Gray?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution 233.
Directing the completion of the tax rolls and the execution and delivery of warrants.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 234.
Authorizing accounts payable year-end adjustment to 2017 county budget.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 235.
Calling on organizational meeting of the 2018-19 Jefferson County Board of Legislators.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 236.
Revising premium equivalents for Jefferson County government employees health benefit program.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 237.
Levying Hudson River Black River Regulating District assessments.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 238.
Authorizing employment agreement with the Faculty Association of Jefferson Community College.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 239.
Amending the 2017 county budget and capital plan relative to Jefferson Community College.
Discussion? None? Roll call vote, please.
Legislator Doctour?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Nabawanek?
Yes.
Monticelli? Adsit? Peck?
Yes.
Reed? McBride? Ferris?
Yes.
Doldo? Maxon?
Yes.
Jarrow?
Yes.
Gray?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution 240.
Approving management compensation plan for 2018.
Discussion. You have Mr. Maxon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just wanted to acknowledge the hard work of our two elections commissioners here with doing the research to lay the groundwork for this. I think it's a good thing for our deputies to get them in to properly recognize their position in the county. But just very pleased that it's been a long time coming, and finally getting this taken care of.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 241.
Authorizing software license and services agreement with the Board of Elections.
Discussion. All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 242.
Amending the 2017 county budget relative to fiscal agent fees.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 243.
Amending the 2017 county budget in relation to insurance department.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Amending the 2017 county budget relative to the capital project and debt service.
Discussion? None? Roll call vote, please.
Legislator Ferris.
Yes.
Doldo. Doctour.
Yes.
Gero.
Yes.
Peck.
Yes.
Saberwanik.
Yes.
Maxon.
Yes.
Monticelli.
Yes.
Adsit. Reed.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 245.
Appointing members to Soil and Water Conservation District Board of Directors.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 246.
Appointing members to Community Action Planning Council.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. 247.
Setting and reporting standard workday hours to the New York State and local employees retirement systems for certain elected officials.
Discussion? All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. 248.
Requesting introduction of legislation in the New York State Legislature to authorize Jefferson County to impose an additional 25 cents per $100 on the existing mortgage recording tax.
Discussion? Mr. Gero.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm all for a fee-based system in paying for a lot of these services. I think that the problem with this particular tax or fee is that it's too large compared to what the actual service is. I do appreciate that going forward, if this does become accepted, that we will be boxing this basically for the highway department. I think that's a good thing. But I think this puts too small of a burden on too large a burden on too small of a population, and I don't think overall that's good tax policy. So I can't support this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gero. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? 3. 249.
Authorizing agreement in relation to ignition interlock device monitoring program funding.
Discussion? All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 250.
Authorizing agreement with the Jefferson County Children's Home for provision of non-secure detention services.
Discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 251.
Authorizing agreement with Rebensall, Knutson & Associates for provision of psychological testing, evaluation, and recommendation for treatments of JDs, PINs, and out-of-risk home placement in adult sexual offenders.
Discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. 252.
Authorizing agreement with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services in relation to age of prosecution program.
Discussion? None. All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Carried. 253.
Authorizing implementation and funding in the first instance 100% of the federal aid and state Bridge New York program aid eligible costs for transportation federal aid project, appropriating funds therefore, and amending the 2017 county budget and capital plan.
Discussion? None? Roll call vote.
Legislator Doctour? Monticelli? Doldo? Gerald? Adsit? Johnson? Peck? Ferris? Nebewanik? Reed? Maxon? Gray?
Yes.
Motion carries.
254.
Amending the 2017 county budget in relation to road machinery fund.
Discussion. None? Roll call vote.
Legislator Monticelli? Doldo? Adsit? Reed? Doctor? Maxon? Johnson? Gerald? Nebewanik? Ferris? Peck? Gray?
Yes. 255.
Authorizing agreement with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services in relation to AIDS and Defense Program.
Discussion? None? Roll call, no. All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. 256.
Authorizing agreement with the New York State Office for Indigent Legal Services.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. 257.
Authorizing agreement with the New York State Office for Indigent Legal Services for distribution number 7.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. 258.
Approving the 2018 Stop DWI plan.
Mr. Gerald.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As I've said numerous times, I don't like the grant. I don't like the program. I think too many times across the state this has been used for infringing on constitutional rights of the people of the state. So I can't support this item. Thank you.
Thank you, Legislator Gerald. Any other comments? None. All in favor, aye? Opposed? 1. 259.
Reauthorizing agreement with Jefferson County Stormwater Municipal Coalition.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye. Opposed? Carried. 260.
Amending the 2017 county budget relative to Veterans Peer Support Program and authorizing agreements in relation thereto.
Discussion? None? Roll call vote.
Legislator Doldo? Doctor? Adsit? Reed? Monticelli? Johnson? Gerald? Peck? Ferris? Nebewanik? Maxon? Gray?
Yes.
Motion carries.
261.
Appointing, reappointing members of the Jefferson County Public Health Services Advisory Board.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. 62.
Appointing and reappointing members of the Jefferson County Public Health Service Professional Advisory Committee.
Discussion? None? All in favor, aye? Opposed? Carried. Mr. Doctor, this will be your last resolution in your lengthy service on this board. 263, please.
Amending the 2017 county budget relative to Public Health Department accounts.
Discussion? Hearing none. Roll call vote.
Legislator Doctor? Johnson? Monticelli? Nebewanik? Gerald? Doldo? Peck? Adsit? Maxon? Reed? Ferris? Gray?
Yes.
Motion carried.
I got a few things before I open it up to see if anybody else has anything. But first of all, I'd like to just thank all the department heads for being here this afternoon, and certainly I'd like to thank you for supporting your staff, who we just recognized through your service, and thank you for leading your staff also. It's with you folks that, as you know, we had a very good budget season, very calm, collect, and a lot of the responsibility and a reward for that, for the success of that season comes to you folks. So while you're all here, I'd like to just thank you for all your service, and thank you for leading your respective departments and for performing day in and day out at a very high level. We appreciate all that. Next, I just want to briefly update you, Mr. Drake. Legislator Drake is doing very well. He is hospitalized. I spoke with him last night, and probably will be a little bit before he gets home, but he's in good hands. He's at a good facility, and he's doing very well. He's just, the situation's kind of potential that he stays under careful watch. So, but his spirits are excellent, and he's doing very well. And he's very upbeat and very, very positive to talk to. He's very busy during the day, so I chose to call him at night last night, and so we had a very good conversation. So, and he's still doing business. After we got done, he still has issues he wanted me to take care of. So, and I still had to report to him on issues. So, he's very cognizant of his duties. And lastly, and certainly not least, it is a privilege that I have had the opportunity to serve with this gentleman on this board for such a period of time. He has served this board in this community and this county from January 1st, 2006 until, you're not done, until December 31st, 2017. So if anybody wants to call a special meeting on the 30th, I'm available, and we will drag him in one more time. So, hold on, was I talking about you right now? Relax. So, he has represented, and I will tell you very well, he's represented the towns of Cape Vincent and Clayton. He has served as vice chairman of the board from 2011 to 2015. He's been a member of the Finance and Rules 2006, 2007, 2012, 2017. Member of General Services 2008 to 2011. He is a member of the Health and Human Services Committee 2008 to 2017, Planning and Development 2006, 2007, and that's just the structured committees. He's done a lot of ad hoc committee work. As you know, as the department heads know, he was bearing down on you a few years ago to find some efficiencies in the operations and truly looked out for the taxpayers to try to make the operation as efficient as possible and as cost-effective as possible. And Mike has been a true gentleman. I'm talking about you now. So Mike Doctor has been a true gentleman to work with. He's been very level-headed. He's looked at the issues. He's peeled them apart. He's been a voice of reason. He's had just sound judgment through his time on this board, and we're going to greatly miss you. We have a good replacement coming in, so we thank you for taking care of us that way. Mr. Cantwell, we welcome you too, but it'll be tough to say goodbye to you. So you budget time, day in, day out through the budget seasons. You were there to represent your point of view, your perspective of the taxpayer, and it did not go unnoticed, Mr. Doctor. Thank you very much. With that, anybody else have anything else? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Mr. Reed, do you want to say something? No, actually, not yet.
Then we'll give you the last word. Right, John?
Maybe. I can wrap the gavel anytime.
I'd like to say it's a pleasure serving with Mike as my neighbor on the river area and the lake. We've oftentimes commingled constituents where mine would call him and they would call me, but we would always work together on. I think Chairman Grace listed quite a bit of the things. The one ad hoc committee that he did a tremendous job on was the jail, and really gave us a lot of information that saved taxpayers millions of dollars. And Mike spearheaded that committee and worked with General Services and worked with the entire board. But that was a tremendous amount of work that was done in a true cost savings. But just a tireless person working. So it was great working with you, Mike, as a neighbor and a friend and a good colleague. You've done a good job. And you always, even if you didn't agree with something, you always looked deep into the issue with what was good for Jefferson County. So I appreciate working with you, and good luck.
Dr. The floor is
May I
yours.
now?
You may.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the kind words and the plaque. And Mr. Reed, thank you for your comments. It's been a pleasure working with you on the river. I love this job. I don't plan on being brief, but if I am, it's because I may be emotional. But so you may want to hope for that. I poured my heart and soul into this job, as all of you have, and that's what it takes. It takes a love of the community and a love of the process in order to work through this and get the job done on a daily basis. The reason I considered not running for office, I started a new business, as most of you know, a year and a half ago, and it took a great deal of time, not only during working hours, but off hours, and of course it occupied my thoughts a great deal of the time. And I realized at that time I was not able to keep up with the same dedication I had in the past, and as all of you do now. And I felt that wasn't fair to my colleagues. And all of you, my colleagues on the Jefferson County Board of Legislature, I admire you, I respect all of you, and I leave this board certainly in good hands. No reservations, although I will be reading the paper and keeping up with issues. I have no reservations leaving at this point. And also, I'd like to thank the administration, starting with the staff, Jill and Tori. You've done a wonderful job supporting this board and administration throughout the years. Anytime we've had questions, you've been able to direct us in the right area. Thank you so much for that. And anytime we needed a letter of recognition for a constituent, you were there. And Greg, you kept all the signals working in the wires and everything buzzing, and during budget time, you were the go-to person. Thank you so much for that. And Sarah Baldwin, you haven't been in this long as the deputy administrator, but you certainly jumped into that position very quickly and came up to speed very, very quickly. I knew you from another area back in Clayton, and certainly respected you then as I do now. And keep up the good work, and look forward to hearing great things about your career. And Mr. Hageman, you've kept this thing together. Certainly done a great job in Jefferson County. Kept us out of the news for the most part. Any of the columns, some of our neighboring counties have not. You've taken direction from this board. I think I certainly have a great deal of respect for you, sir, and hope you have many, many more years in that position. Who have I left out? The department heads. I did have an opportunity to speak with most of you and work with most of you. Before I was in this position, I really, you were just the county folks. Now I know what it takes for all of you to do your jobs and keep your departments running smoothly, and how much each of you and every one of you that I've worked with care deeply about your job and your staff, and it shows in the work you do and the overall health of Jefferson County. So thanks to all of you. And again, to my colleagues, I will miss you, but again, from the Freedom Caucus over there to everyone on this board, we have a difference of opinion at times. You like that, didn't you? But we all work well together, and thank you. And we're all still friends. Maybe I can't call you my colleagues anymore, but every one of you I consider a friend. Thank you very much.
They say the true measure of accomplishment is leaving something better than when you found it. And Mr. Doctor, my friend, you have left Jefferson County better than when you arrived here. So thank you. Anybody else like anything come before the board? Mr. Peck.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Two things. Just a reminder, for those that live in a fire district in the county, tonight is fire district elections for commissioners. This is a matter of information. The second question I had, and we've had some emails back and forth on this and haven't had a chance to follow up over probably about a month or so, but is there any more movement or information as far as pistol permits and how things have been progressing there or not progressing? Pistol permit? Are you still waiting for more information?
We're getting information. We're not, I wouldn't say we have all that we want or desire to answer all of your questions at this point, but we are getting information. I will tell you that the permits, the number of permits for 2017 is projected to be considerably lower than they have been in the last couple of years. We haven't had any actual reports on the progress of the person that's been hired part-time to help facilitate some of the completion of those permits. I did talk to the sheriff last week, and she had a number of files on her desk to sign and send over to the courts. They claim they're making some progress. We just haven't quite quantified that yet, so it's work in progress. We're on it. I can promise you that. She's aware of everything, so she's.
Thank you. I'm glad that she is aware of everything. Because, constituents are kind of aware of things too and get frustrated. But.
Yeah, it's a we've looked around the state. It's a lengthy process. We're not unique. Whether that's in anybody's opinion that's right or wrong, I'm not here to defend anything. I'm just telling you we're not unique. There's some places that are out 2 years. There are other places that are out the same as we are, which is probably about a year or so. It's a slow process. They have a lot of amendments. We don't, frankly, know. They have a tremendous amount of amendments. We don't know what kind of time is involved with the amendments, so we're following up, and we're trying to keep track of it as much as possible and making sure that they're aware of the concerns that we've heard from the various board members on this issue, so as well as your constituents. So. Fair enough. Yep. Fair enough, Mr. Johnson. Okay. Okay. Wow, Christmas season. Your last gift from Mr. Peck. Mr. Menchigelli.
Thank you, Chairman Gray. I just want to compliment and thank whomever it is that provided the lovely Christmas or holiday decorations. Very nice.
Certainly welcome.
I don't know why it's counted.
The office elves have taken care of all the work here. So, anything else? None. Feel free to take the poinsettia with you if you'd like. There are bags over here because some floors told me that they don't like cold weather. So, neither do I. So I can sympathize with them or empathize with them. But so there's bags over here. Feel free to take poinsettia home with you. Merry Christmas. We'll see you in 5 minutes. There's two gentlemen by the name of Thomas and Gerald. They're looking for you all. So, with that, we'll conclude. Second? All in favor? Aye. Done.